in last 24 hours, a lot of violence had taken place against BJP leaders. Your opening comment, why has that happened?
You know, there are rioters, as we have indicated in the last weekend, that there are rioters who are organized, and we really need to control. The army man, the army officer who has just said that there has to be combing operation. Of course, I agree to that combing operation, but why should combing operation be just done in the hills where there is AFSPA? We have been demanding very unpopular demand of reintroducing AFSPA for a month or two until the riot is controlled in the valley also, so that armed forces are given power enough to control the situation. So rioters has to be controlled. The BJP MLAs, whoever the ministers, they are being attacked because they know that the rioters knew that there is no AFSPA, and they have this kind of impunity. So that this new kind of impunity that the mob has, the administration has to show to them that you cannot be tolerated, right? This has to be shown to the public that of course, on the 4th May, the governor of Manipur has ordered shoot at site in Manipur. But however, did we implement it? The people are, knowing from the experiences of this rioting that, the armed forces have no power or did not dare to interfere in the kind of activities they are involved. So this happens. So the police, the armed forces have to show that they are in control. So unless that has been established, then the public will say that they are, they are immune from any kind of violence that can be perpetrated by the law enforcing agencies. So you have to give power enough to the police, to the armed forces, so that the rioters can be controlled on both sides. That's my view that has been expressed last week already, and then I would once again reiterate that enough of power has to be given to the police and the armed forces to control the situation.
Whether the meeting will take place or not, do you think that they'll get to meet the Prime Minister Narendra Modi?
See, I'm not very optimistic because, if they get to meet the Prime Minister Narendra Modi, politically speaking, they are going to drag the name of the Prime Minister also in this ongoing saga. And till now, as per our sources, they have not been given any time for this meeting with the Prime Minister. So there's just an attempt on their part to meet the Prime Minister and other central leaders. But as we speak, there has been no time given to either Biren Singh or anybody else
what is the
for the
reticence?
meeting. See, I don't think that the Prime Minister would want to be dragged into this entire situation. Politically, one had hoped that, when Home Minister Amit Shah went to the state of Manipur for 3 to 4 days and has travelled length and breadth, went to Churachandpur, which is considered to be the epicenter of the entire violence, and has also visited other, camps and all belonging to both tribes and all, and his impassioned plea, many felt that the situation would be brought under control. The violence would be brought under control because apart from, announcing all kind of measures, the Home Minister also made it very clear that he will not allow any kind of violence to go on. But unfortunately, that has not been able to stem down or to quell the riots or quell the kind of the arsons which we are witnessing in the state. I think one of the biggest challenge for the government, or I would say the albatross, the Chief Minister of Manipur has become. And until unless the government decides to do something with this albatross, I think the road to peace is going to be a bit difficult now. Because now the Meiteis are not showing any faith in the Chief Minister, the Cookies are not showing any kind of faith in the Chief Minister. So how long will Biren Singh be there is something, depends on how long the BJP is willing to take the blame game. Because now the step has come, the time has come for the BJP to take a very, very decisive action.
You're saying this
one way or another.
I think that's important for me because you're saying this for the first time, and I think all the shows I have held that time is running out for Biren Singh.
Absolutely, time is running out. Not only for Biren Singh, time is also running out for the centre, because the situation which is unfolding, its impact is not only limited to Manipur. it will spill over to other states also. And the worst part is that it will damage one of the BJP's key initiative ever since the government, NDA government, came to power, is that their look northeast policy. This crisis which is going on in Manipur is something which has a potential to torpedo, to completely undo the kind of work the Prime Minister Narendra Modi has done in his Act Northeast policy. And that has, I mean, for the 7, 8 years, 9 years, it has come for a lot of praise and all. And there have been a lot of, for the first time, many people in the northeastern states have said that how this policy has made them felt like they belong to the mainland India. That feeling of unity is there. But I think what is happening is Manipur is something which the government should seriously, take some concrete action to ensure that the trust of both sides again starts getting, building towards the state administration. And until unless that happens, I don't see this getting solved on its own.
Amarjit ji, a lot of people have written about Punchi Commission. They have written about certain parts of the state put directly under the president rule. Rest can function under chief minister. An article also came that Rajagopalachari did this when there were communist rebellion in Telangana. 600 guerrillas were arrested. They were killed in action, and 8,000 people associated with this the so-called uprising, they were detained. So is Punchi Commission the answer? Certain areas under president rule and certain areas the chief minister can administer?
I think I would like to differ from that. As I see the situation in Manipur, now the situation is still very tense, but at the same time, if you look at the number of or the incidents of violence from the incidents of violence from May 3rd now to today or yesterday, what I have seen is that now this violence has, we have seen this violence up and down. And at the same time, what we have seen is that now the violence is largely confined to the foothills. And as I said, earlier also, the various security measures that has been taken up, I think now these security measures are slowly, able to control the situation. I am not saying that all these measures are very, sufficient to control this, violence, in a day or in a two. Of course, this will take some time, but I feel that, the situation with these, various security measures that has been adopted by the state government and the central government, I feel that, this violence will be able to contain in the next, a week or so. This is what I feel. But I am at this point of time, since various measures has been taken up by the central government, now I feel that, the question of the president rule, doesn't arise at this point of time, because since May, the first week or second week, since the beginning of these incidents, the central government has been monitoring the Union Minister of State for Home has been in Imphal for many days. Even the Union Home Minister was there for 3-4 days. So I think we need to wait and watch for some time. But I am very, very confident that with the existing, measures that is being taken up by the government, I think these measures will be, useful in containing the violence. This is what I see it.
Ajit ji, you are saying that the Punchi Commission is not the answer and the president rule is not required. But don't you think that Biren Singh ji has run out of goodwill? Chief Minister enjoys goodwill. 45 days, he has run out of that goodwill.
Yeah, that is true. But at the same time, as I have said in one of our your program here also, if the president rule has to be imposed, it should have been imposed in the beginning. Now 1 month had already passed and various security measures has been taken up. So as a result of that, what I feel is that now let us see the result of these security measures. That is what I feel. And at the same time, regarding the chief minister, this chief minister, you see, what we have seen is that his government has done lots of work. What we have seen in 2017, in Manipur, the situation at that time, and in the last 5 years of his leadership in the state, we have seen, very calm and normal situations. And he has also tried, his administration has tried to, do many things to control, such as poppy plantation, and to preserve forests and all that. So he has also done many good things for the state. So therefore, and with the center's assistance, because in the states like Manipur, the security is heavily controlled by the central government. So therefore, what I feel at this point of time, changing chief minister or the putting in the president rule is not the solution at this point of time.
Before I go to Haukip ji and Benjamin Martin and to General Sivaj, lot of people say that this is the problem. You really don't know who is in charge, Amarjeet Singh, that who is in charge in Manipur. Lot of people are saying security advisor reports to the chief minister and central forces are under him. So who is in charge? Where is the buck stopping? Lot of people have written editorials on this. कि असली प्रॉब्लम यही हो गई है.
So, are you asking to me, sir?
Yes, I'm asking this to you, Amarjeet ji.
Sir, what we have seen now, as I have said in the beginning, now the situation in Manipur is still not yet normal, but in the last 1 week or so, we have also seen now, say for example, in the Delhi area, there is no violence at this point of time. Of course, there are some incidents of, vandalism and, some people, carrying on, protests, peace rallies and all that. So that is not the sign of, the violence. So as I see is that now the violence has decreased very substantially. And now what we have seen is that now the violence, as you see, is that has shifted to the periphery areas between the valley and the hills. So that is the reason why I have been saying that now the security measures should be focused largely along these, the foothills.